Oh, this is the first time I'm making a video like this. Hello everyone, it's Alexa and welcome to my channel. Hello new people watching this and also other people who subscribe to my channel are watching this. Hi. So I want to talk about a thing that happened this past week that just really wasn't good at all. This week I went to New York to see MONSTA X. Right now MONSTA X is like kind of doing like this, it's not really like a tour, but they're going like around like LA and New York to promote their new album. Their new album called All About Love. Now I do have the album. I didn't unbox it yet because I just got it today, so that's a video for another time. And of course I'm going to see their concert, and the concert ticket comes with the album, so yeah, I'm getting 2 albums. But anyway, that's not the point. So they're going around promoting their new English album. They're doing like fan events in LA and also in New York. And I went to the one in New York, obviously. And I hate to say this, but I did not have a good experience. Now, I'm here to tell you about my experience and the problems I had with this. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say this. I am not blaming MONSTA X. I'm not blaming the members themselves for the fault of this. Not at all. I'm just here to tell you what happened and what could have been, you know, prevented from these problems, you know. This is not the members' fault because they didn't have any control of this. Like, we know, like if you're into K-pop, you know that the artists really don't have control of like their schedules or not whatnot. It's usually their company or like who they're working with. They usually start their schedules and stuff like that. So the event in New York that I went to was the Chelsea Music Hall event. So the week before I did Seussical, I believe, yeah, Seussical, the play that I was in, they announced that they're gonna go to New York and do this fan event. So at this fan event, they're supposed to do a performance, a Q&A, and a meet and greet at the Chelsea Music Hall. So yeah, when we heard that, that was like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe it would be better if it was like a month in advance, but they just dropped it off right now, so I guess that's how the cause is. So MONBEBEs, including myself, we're just, you know, curious, you know, do we have to buy tickets for this event? You know, how do we get in it? You know, what's the deal? And also, we don't know if this meet and greet's like an actual one-on-one meet and greet or just like a quick high touch. So to get into this event, you have to RSVP to get in, which is okay. You know what? Fair, whatever. So it's like a free event. That's cool. The problem is with this thing, when they drop the link to RSVP, they decide to drop it in the middle of the night. What? People are either at work, sleeping, or both at the same time? Like, it's just like doesn't make any sense. Like, I get it. MONSTA X's song is called Middle of the Night, so they decide to drop it in the middle of the night. But still, that's like a really bad joke. Like, why would you do that? And people had trouble RSVPing and stuff like that. My friend Diana got me in, so shout out to her for doing that for me. And it's just like, you know, that's just like the worst timing to do it. So that's what I don't understand. Like, why would you, no, like, that don't make sense. And still, there's like really no information on like what to do when we get there. They just, like I said, drop it, no information. And that's the problem with like MONSTA X's like American promoters. Like, they're not communicating with the MONBEBEs. Like, we have actual questions, like, you know, what's gonna be at this event? What do we do? You know, what time to line up? Do we have to bring anything, ID or whatnot? Like, we're asking all these questions and they're just like very annoying. And also during that week, they were just dropping other, you know, events during that week too, like, oh, MONSTA X is gonna be here, MONSTA X is gonna be there, MONSTA X is gonna be there, they're gonna do this, and like, it's like all last minute, and that's the thing that I don't like. Like, why would you do that last minute? Like, why don't you just like communicate with, okay. Got inside, I was like on the right side of the venue, and it's like a bar there, so, you know, drink up. I was like right next to the bar. And, you know, I was like second row. So I could still see at the point. So that was like, okay, cool. There was like another section up above me, and it was for press and VIP section, which is like, it was only for people who had like a blue wristband. Then, you know, that's where the press and VIP section were. And, you know, hate to say this, but they weren't real. I don't think they were real MONBEBEs, honestly. What I've noticed when the Korean songs came on, like, everyone like who wasn't like VIP, just like basically general admission, I guess, everyone was like getting hype over the songs and whatnot, even though most of us don't know what Korean is, right? Because Korean is not really our language. Maybe some other people like me, I don't know Korean, but you know, we were getting hype over these songs, and when we were looking at the VIP section, they're just standing there like, and it's like, okay, what, you know, I was like, whatever. And the problem was, you know, so then that happened. So then, you know, it was time for MONSTA X to come on stage and do their own thing. And they went on stage, and, you know, we're very happy to see them. My view wasn't really like the best, but I could still see the stage. So far, I could only see IM and Hyungwon on my section. So that was cool. Because, you know, they're my favorite members of the group, so that's good. I mean, no offense to like the other members, like, you know, they're just like I still love you guys. When they were still talking, people from the press and VIP section, they kept cutting through us. Mind you, we're like in a crowd, and it's like hard for us to move. And they kept going back and forth while MONSTA X was talking, while they were performing. And it's just like, listen, I've been to many concerts, okay? And usually when you go to concerts and make sure you have your stuff together, you do that like beforehand and not during like the show or like get a drink or something. But they did that like while they were talking and stuff like that. And I was like, that's kind of rude, like just doing that while they're performing. Mind you, this is like a small, you know, area, so I think they can see you, right? And it was just like very annoying. And there was this one guy, from the press VIP section, he wanted to cut through. Mind you, there was like no room to move, like, you know, because we're squished at this point. He just decided to like elbow the girl right in front of me to like make things better, but obviously it made it worse. So first of all, you don't do that to a woman at all. You don't just like freaking elbow her. You don't do that to a person in general. You don't just like elbow her to move, okay? You could be like, hey, I'm trying to get through, excuse me. And if she said, hey, I'm sorry, you know, there's no room, or just wait until like the thing was over and then cut through. Like seriously, and that was just like messed up. So that person will get their karma. During like the whole, you know, Q&A section, I had trouble seeing MONSTA X because, you know, the people from the VIP/press section were blocking me. Even the people who were like kind of like front row, who were like above, who were like in front of me, they couldn't even see because of the VIP section. And that's like, what the heck? So anyway, after the whole performance thing, MONSTA X left, and, you know, we're waiting and waiting just to see what happens. And then we got kicked out the venue. There was supposed to be a meet and greet for the fans after that, but there was no meet and greet at all. Like, I didn't see them, I didn't make eye contact with them, didn't get a high touch, nothing. No meet and greet. And it was on the poster. But it's not just that. Just not just that occasion. So there was another event that MONSTA X was supposed to go to. It was at they were supposed to go to the Live Nation pop-up shop. And they were supposed to be there for something. I forgot why exactly, but they were supposed to be there. And the day of, like after they performed to the day show, the day of, they announced that they're not gonna come. Like, why? And it's just like, it's very unfair to fans. People were guaranteed to like meet MONSTA X or like get into a MONSTA X event, and, you know, their American PR team was just not communicating with them, and they didn't get what they were promised. So it's just like, it's just very messed up how this whole thing worked out. You know, after the event, I was very pissed. I was so pissed. I was just like enraged. And that's just the thing I don't understand when it comes to K-pop in America. Like, when they organize stuff, it's always a disaster. Like, nothing's organized, they do stuff last minute, then they take stuff out last minute, and it's just not fair. And it's not fair to MONSTA X. And it makes MONSTA X look bad too. Like the group, it makes them look bad. Like, if I told my friend who's not a K-pop fan about what happened, she would have been like, oh, that's the artist's fault. When we know it's not really their fault because they have no control over this. Because they would think like, you know, wow, that's messed up that the artist would do that. And it's just like, because they're under Starship and Epic Records, and none of them are like communicating with fans about what's going down. Like, I don't understand. In Korea, they get all these fan signs, they get all this, you know, interaction with the members and everything, but when it comes to America, it's just like a quick high touch. Like, why can't you keep that same energy? And the thing is with these American promoters, I just feel like they're, you know, doing this for a quick cash grab or for clout, honestly. They said they're like, oh yeah, we like K-pop, then why are these events so disorganized? Why are you dropping an RSVP link when people are asleep during that time? Why aren't the guys getting enough rest? Like, what is the problem? Like, why can't you just like fix yourself? Y'all should have a meeting with MONSTA X and people of Starship too. And y'all should have like had a meeting saying, okay, what can we do to promote this album? What can we do to make you guys happy? Make sure you guys get breaks. Make sure the fans get the benefits that we promised them. What can we do? We can do a meet and greet here? Okay, cool. We'll do it this time. We'll do a performance at this time too, plus a meet and greet. We'll do this here with the high chats and blah, 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 blah. They could have organized this so much better. And here's the thing that's really kind of like messy. If this was Beyonce, if this was Camila Cabello, if this was Shawn Mendes, if this was Halsey, if this was even Cardi B, this would have not gone down. This was like a top American artist, this would be more organized. But no, since it's like a K-pop group, people think, you know what, fans can take it, and you know, they'll do whatever they want. No, that's messed up. It's bullshit. I shouldn't be leaving that event upset. I should have been leaving that event happy, satisfied. I don't get it. Like, I really don't understand why this was so hard. And the fact that MONBEBEs were communicating with other MONBEBEs about this whole event, I feel like they know more about what was going on than the staff members themselves, which says a lot. You know, even if I make a video about this, I don't feel like this is gonna stop because people are gonna take advantage of us, you know, which is messed up. Like, I feel like American promoters just take advantage of K-pop fans because they just think, oh, we can just throw whatever we want at them and they'll take it. The best part about like this event was MONBEBEs themselves, because I was surrounded by fun MONBEBEs. Promoters, that's because they were there, you know? So honestly, it was just messed up all around. Anyway, I think that's all for this video, I guess. Sorry that this video was like kind of all over the place and stuff like that. And everything was just it was just like a very messy event. And I feel so bad for MONSTA X right now, you know? Like I said, this is not their fault. It's just their American promoters are just not organized, which I don't understand. Why aren't you doing anything? Like, below if you saw MONSTA X, if you were able to meet them. Tell me your experience. If you have any bad experience, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.